Hello students, welcome to the subject of socio-economic analysis of communities. The next lesson in this is social stratification. In this, let us understand the meaning and characteristics of social stratification, caste and class systems. Let us aware of the factors responsible for change in caste system and about fusion of subcastes. Let us comprehend the meaning of social inequality and reservation system based on castes. Also, understand the political system and the influence of caste on political system. What is social stratification? It refers to the arrangements of the individuals or groups of people into hierarchically arranged strata in a community. A community may appear as homogeneous, example urban, rural, etc., but there may be internal inequalities, divisions and distinctions. These distinctions become patterned and stabilized with unequal distribution of privileges, power and status positions. Caste system and class system represents basic forms of social stratification. Caste system is social classes whose membership is determined solely by birth and between there is no vertical social mobility. It is a closed class system with clearly demarcated status and role for its members. Social class is defined as unorganized group of people who become members by birth or by later entry into the group, who treat each others as approximate equals. It is open class system, democratic in nature, and there is social mobility both up and down the ladder depending on the socio-economic status. Caste is a deeply rooted social institution in India. The term caste is not an Indian word. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, it is derived from the Portuguese casta, meaning race, lineage, breed, and originally pure or unmixed. There are more than 2800 castes and subcastes with all their peculiarities. The Sanskrit word for caste is varna, which means color. The caste stratification of the Indian society had its origin in the Chaturvarna system. According to this doctrine, the Hindu society was divided into four main varnas: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Sudras. The varna system prevalent during the Vedic period was mainly based on division of labor and occupation. The caste system owes its origin to the varna system. Let us see the characteristics of caste system. The characteristics of caste system are strict division of society with the various castes being rigidly defined and membership of those castes determined by birth. A hierarchical system that defines a ranking place for all the castes. Limited choice of occupation which is enforced within a caste as well as by other castes. The members of a caste would be constrained to only certain occupations, preventing marriage between the subgroups and sometimes imposing an additional constraint that one can only marry a person from the same gotra. Marrying outside of a specific caste group is called exogamy, and a marriage within a social group is known as endogamy. The action of marrying a person of a superior caste is hypergamy. Restrictions on dietary and social interactions that defines who could consume what and accept from whom. As with marriage arrangements, these restrictions apply at subcaste level also. Physical segregation, for example, in villages, limitations on movement and access including to religious and educational organizations and to basic facilities such as water. Factors responsible for change in caste system and fusion of subcastes in India. Let us see the factors responsible for change in caste system in India. First, modern education. Modern liberal education introduced into the country by the British has played a crucial role in undermining the importance of caste in Indian social life. Modern education is based on such democratic values like equality, liberty and fraternity. Hence, with the spread of modern education, the people's belief in the origin of caste has received a severe setback. As modern education is usually imparted in co-educational institutions, it encourages intercaste marriage and intercaste mixing. Moreover, it acts as a powerful force towards the removal of untouchability. Next, industrialization. The process of industrialization has affected caste structure to a remarkable extent. Industrial growth has provided new sources of livelihood to people and made occupational mobility possible. In factories, mills and offices, working side by side with other castes is common. One cannot avoid other caste persons' touch or shadow. Next is urbanization. Industrialization has given rise to the process of urbanization. New townships have emerged. The rural people migrated to the towns in order to avail better employment opportunities. With the coming up of big hotels, restaurants, theatres, clubs and educational institutions, it is not at all possible to observe communal inhibitions and taboos against food sharing. Kingsley Davis rightly observed that the anonymity, congestion, mobility, secularism and changeability of the society make the operation of the caste virtually impossible. Next is modern means of transport and communication. Modern means of transport and communication are instrumental in increasing spatial mobility of the people and thereby put an end to the caste system. Means of transport like train, bus, tram, airplane, etc. cannot provide for distinctions between castes and a leveling effect has been brought into the society. It is observed for any transport authority to reserve berths for higher caste people to the exclusion of lower caste people. Next is increase in the importance of wealth. Under the caste system, birth was taken as the basis of social prestige, but today wealth has replaced birth as the basis of social prestige. Occupations are now no longer caste based. People, while choosing their occupations, attach greater importance to income rather than anything else. Next is the new legal system. The new legal system has given a severe blow to the caste system in India. Equality before law irrespective of caste has been firmly instituted. Consequently, the age-old discrimination against the lower caste has been removed. Further, with the establishment of law courts, the traditional caste panchayats have lost their power and effectiveness to punish the deviants. Not only that, a number of acts like the Untouchability Offences Act of 1955 and the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 have abnegated the evil effects of the caste system. Next is influence of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution bestows some fundamental rights on the citizens irrespective of caste, creed, color or sex. It offers equal opportunities to all. Para 15(2) of the Constitution declares all citizens are equal. Next is Westernization. The term Westernization was coined to signify the changes in the Indian society during the British rule. Westernization has gone a long way in undermining the influence of the caste system. The effects of the westernization are prominently visible in the form of intercaste marriages, intercommunity marriages, interreligious marriages, occupational changes, etc. In this way, westernization has brought about profound changes in the Indian society. Next is secularization. The role of secularization in weakening the caste system is great. By legitimizing secular ideologies and formal legal doctrines and promoting rationality, scientific attitude and differentiation, secularization has affected certain characteristics of the caste system, especially the concept of purity and pollution, fixity of occupation, etc. Next is social movements. Some social movements have also attacked the caste system. The Brahma Samaj movement, led by Raja Ram Mohan Rai, rejected the barriers of caste divisions and stood for universalization and brotherhood of man. The Prarthana Sabha movement, supported by Justice Ranade, brought about certain social reforms like intercaste marriage, interdining and remarriage of widows, etc. The Arya Samaj movement, founded by Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Ramakrishna Mission movements, raised voice against the hereditary caste system based on birth and stood for its abolition. In this way, all these social movements succeeded in affecting some of the structural features of the caste system. Next is rise of new social classes. Industrialization has given rise to the emergence of new social classes. These social classes are replacing the traditional castes. Trade unions, merchants, associations and political parties are replacing the old caste loyalties. An increase in class consciousness leads to a decrease in caste consciousness. Next is fusion of subcastes. Andre Bittley has pointed out that among the westernized elite, class ties are much more important than caste ties. The educated members of some castes with modern occupations sometimes organize themselves as a pressure group. As such, a caste association competes as a corporate body with other pressure groups for political and economic resources. This type of organization represents a new kind of solidarity. These competing units function more as social classes than as caste structures. Yet, another change we find today is the fusion of subcastes and fusion of castes. Coleman has identified three kinds of fusion. Persons of different castes and subcastes meet in their workplaces and in newer neighborhoods in the city. They are usually of approximately equal rank. Neighborhood or office group solidarity develops. This has been generally found in government housing colonies in big cities. Inter-subcaste marriages take place, promoting fusion of subcastes. This is because many a time it is difficult to find a sufficiently educated groom for an educated daughter within one's own subcaste, but one may find it in neighboring subcastes. And democratic politics foster fusions of subcastes and of adjacent castes. Urban dwellers do not strictly conform to caste norms. There is a change in marital relations, social relations, as well as in occupational relations. A study of caste system in Bihar, that is Narmadeshwar Prasad, revealed that urbanization does affect all characteristics of the caste system uniformly. Let us see abolition of untouchability. Untouchability is the practice of ostracizing a group by segregating them from the mainstream by social custom or legal mandate. The excluded group could be one that did not accept the norms of the excluding group. A member of the excluding group is known as an untouchable. Social stratification and the inequality that comes with it still exists in India. Government policies aim at reducing this inequality by reservation quota for backward classes, but paradoxically also have created an incentive to keep this stratification alive. The Indian government officially recognizes historically discriminated communities of India such as the untouchables under the designation of scheduled castes and certain economically backward castes as other backward castes. Article 15 of the Constitution of India prohibits discrimination based on caste, and Article 17 declared the practice of untouchability to be illegal. In 1955, India enacted the Untouchability Offences Act. Article 17 abolishes untouchability, and its practice in any form is made as offence punishable under the law. This has been renamed in 1976 as the Protection of Civil Rights Act. Next, social inequality. Social inequality is found in almost every society. Social inequality is the existence of unequal opportunities and rewards for different social positions or statuses within a group or society. Social status is accorded to persons in a society based on ascribed characteristics and achieved characteristics. Ascribed characteristics are those present at birth or assigned by others and over which an individual has little or no control. Examples include skin color and social status of parents, etc. Achieved characteristics are those which we earn or choose. Examples include level of education, marital status, leadership status, etc. In most societies, an individual's social status is a combination of ascribed and achieved factors. In some societies, however, only ascribed statuses are considered in determining one's social status, and there exists little to no social mobility, and therefore exists social inequality. This type of social inequality is generally referred to as caste inequality. The quantitative variables most often used as an indicator of social inequality are income and wealth. In modern Western societies, inequalities are often broadly classified into three major divisions of social class: upper class, middle class and lower class. Each of these classes can be further subdivided into smaller classes. Example, upper middle. Members of different classes have varied access to financial resources, which affects their placement in the social stratification system. Sex and gender based prejudice and discrimination are other major contributing factors to social inequality. Racial or ethnic inequality is the result of hierarchical social distinctions between racial and ethnic categories within a society, and often established based on characteristics such as skin color and other physical characteristics, or an individual's place of origin or culture. Reservation in India. Reservation in India is the process of setting aside a certain percentage of seats, that is vacancies, in government institutions for members of backward and underrepresented communities, that is defined primarily by caste and tribe. Reservation is a form of quota based affirmative action. Reservation is governed by constitutional laws, statutory laws and local rules and regulations. Scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes are the primary beneficiaries of the reservation policies under Constitution. Here in the table you can see how the percentages has been divided among the various categories. For scheduled castes 15%, scheduled tribes 7.5%, other backward classes 27%, total constitutional reservation percentage is 49.5%, general, that is open to all castes, all categories, is 50.5%. Next, let us see the consequences of Indian reservation system. In the higher education institutes and government bodies, reserved category people are given the relaxation which resulted in admission of people who have lower aggregate percentage of marks both in academics and competitive exams. The financial and social status of the reserved category people is improving. The percentage of SC, ST and OBC in government institution is increasing. The non-reserved category persons who miss the opportunity because someone else has taken his place have become deprived and miserable. Several unreserved or general category communities have started demanding reservation for them. These communities include Gujars, Jats of state of Haryana and Patels of Gujarat, etc. Let us see political system. Each society must have a political system in order to maintain recognized procedures for allocating valued resources. In large complex societies, many decisions must be made about the duties and responsibilities of citizens and also about the rights and privileges. If the society is to be orderly, people must obey the rules that are made. The political institution determines and enforces the laws and punishes those who disobey them. According to renowned political scientists Gabriel, Almond and James Coleman in 1960, political system is that system of interactions to be found in all independent societies which performs the functions of integration and adaptation by means of legitimate physical compulsion. The concise Oxford Dictionary of Sociology 1994 defines as a political system in any persistent pattern of human relationship that involves, that is to a significant extent, power, rule and authority. It is collectivity of political institutions, example government, associations, example political parties and organizations performing roles based on a set of norms and goals like maintaining internal order, regulating foreign relations, etc. Sociologically, the term political system refers to the social institution which relies on a recognized set of procedures for implementing and achieving the political goals of a community or society. Next, let us see the functions of a political system. Almond and Coleman in 1960 have described three main functions of a political system. First, to maintain integration of society by determining norms. Second, to adapt and change elements of social, economic, religious systems necessary for achieving collective, that is political goals. Third, to protect the integrity of the political system from outside threats. They have grouped these functions into two categories, that is input and output. Input functions are political socialization, interest articulation, interest aggregation and political communication. Output functions are rule making, rule application and rule adjudication. Eisenstadt in 1966 has classified the functions of political system as legislative, decision making and administrative. Next, let us see the role of caste in Indian politics. Caste is an important factor influencing the selection of candidate in elections, appointment of ministers, transfers and posting of public officials, etc. The policy of reservation has given further impetus to the role of caste in politics. The role of caste in the different aspects of politics is varying. Caste has influenced the policy making of the government. For example, the policy of reservation in favor of certain castes. The programs, policies and declaration of political parties are made keeping in view the caste factor. Even different positions within a political party are distributed in terms of caste configurations. Caste plays a very important role in elections and voting. Political parties select their candidate on the basis of caste composition in the constituency. The voting in elections and mobilization of political support from top to bottom moves on the caste lines. The caste factor also influences the formation of the Council of Ministers and making appointments to various political positions in the government. Caste also functions as a pressure group in politics. Political bargaining is also done on the caste lines. Caste organizations have emerged to organize caste members for collective bargaining with each other. The administration has not escaped the influence of the caste in India. The postings, transfers and appointments of public officials are influenced by caste considerations. Even the behavior of public officials in carrying out administrative duties get influenced by caste considerations. The political leadership in many political parties emerges and survives in politics on the basis of the support of certain caste groups. There are many political experts who consider the increasing influence of caste in politics as a negative tendency, not helpful in the development of democracy. Experts like D.R. Gabriel and famous sociologist M.N. Srinivas hold this view. However, there are commentators and thinkers who hold that the role of caste is essential to give momentum to the political process. American political experts I. Rudolph and S. H. Rudolph in their book Modernity and Tradition hold the view that caste politics in India has reduced the distinction among castes and has brought about political equality among the members of different castes. Well, this is all about social stratification. Any doubts?
Hi ma'am, I'm Shobha. I have a doubt. How is westernization affecting the caste system?
Westernization has brought a significant change in caste system through intercaste system, intercommunity and interreligious marriages. Hence, words like exogamy, endogamy and hypergamy have come into existence. Exogamy is marriage outside specific caste. Endogamy is marriage within a social group, and marrying higher caste is hypergamy. Any more doubts? Okay then. Well, this is all about social stratification. Thank you.